the criticism of Trump is twofold. One is you didn't act quickly enough to respond to the medical side of this thing. You didn't recognize the threat early enough, and that has exacerbated the problem. But that's also in the past, right? So there will be a time to look at that later. Responding to the economy is the much more important issue right now. And I think the chief criticism of Trump, certainly from Democrats, is that you are not acting quickly enough and you're not going big enough. And that's the debate we're having now after Pelosi and the House Democrats passed this $3 trillion bill on Friday. And Steve Mnuchin in the Treasury Department says, let's take a pause. Trump is saying, let's take a pause. Mitch McConnell is saying, let's take a pause. Let's see, we already passed $3 trillion. Let's get that out the door. Let's gauge how well it's done. And then we will come back to the table and see if we need more and where we need more.
Right now, I mean, it's almost surprising that there's been some movement, but also that there's so little movement on things like the jobs and the economy. We've gone from record low unemployment to we're hitting 30 million. It's just astronomical in terms of what's people's livelihoods and where they are. But their assessment of the president still doesn't really change that much. It's going to be an election like we've had in the last few times for the record books. I mean, this is one, if Donald Trump has done anything, he's rewritten all the rules of American politics. And now with the coronavirus and the collapse of the economy, we're into a situation that, all things being equal, this is an incumbent who's going to have a big problem. But things are never always equal with Donald Trump. So it's a competitive race. And I might add one other thing. I mean, the method of political communication where, people who watch this are, keyed into the fact that this is going to be really different. I mean, we've got candidates who are not campaigning. We're going to have nominations probably without conventions, or certainly not traditional conventions. I mean, it's hard to, if you're in your den or in your cellar, to have a few balloons drop and the band play Happy Days Are Here Again. I mean, it just doesn't quite work. So I think we're in for, a campaign that's totally without precedent in terms of the mode of communication. It's going to take our movement to social media that we've already been doing and put it on steroids. I mean, we're going to be totally into a social media mode with virtual town halls, virtual conventions, virtual rallies. Who knows what else? I mean, they pay people a lot of money to figure out how to run this election because it's going to be, throw away the handbook yet again.